What is going on, guys? Judo Sloth here, and welcome to today's Clash of Clans video. We are going to be taking some of your suggested attacks into Legends League to see how many 3 stars we can do. Before we get into that, we have a very exciting war going on between WHF, the home clan of Carbon Thin, and Red Elite, obviously myself. WHF in the lead at the moment. They do have 3 Town Hall 12v12 triples. Unfortunately, Lexnos, one of them against myself. We have 2 Town Hall 12v12 triples, and the rest of them are indeed 2 stars. Some very close ones along the way, but they have some close ones as well. So maybe my attack will be the one that brings it home and gets us back into the position to potentially take the win. I'm going to be using E-Drags against this base. Now the reason for it is, look at the air defense placement. You can see there's 2 over on this left hand side of the base, which I think, if I funnel correctly, I'm going to send 2 balloons onto the mortar, followed by a baby dragon to funnel this area, king and queen to drive up through this left hand side. They can get this first air defense, move on up to the second air defense. That is 2 of them out of the way, all multi-target infernos. Town Hall on this right hand side, I have a slammer in order to send it to the Town Hall. I will save it in case, but I do have an earthquake spell in order to activate it if possible. If I can get the E-Drags through this area, I can actually freeze the Eagle, the Queen, potentially an Expo alongside the Sweepers. Very good value for freeze spells. Can get this first air defense down quickly, rage through the middle, and look at the chain value towards this final air defense. I will get immense chain value. I can probably even take that down before the E-Drags even get there. That is pretty cool. Hopefully it works to plan. The only thing I'm a little bit worried about is the funnel over here. My E-Drags are going to split a little bit. The pathing's not going to be amazing for them, but hopefully, due to the value they can get through the chains, we can indeed get this done. I will probably send the slammer in relatively early, activate that Town Hall if the E-Drags don't activate it with their chain, in order to get that down, merge the loons in with the E-Drags. If the E-Drags do activate it, I will be able to use the Earthquake probably over on this left-hand side, get a lot of these buildings weak to power the E-Drags right of the way through. I do have a couple of wizards to go alongside my heroes, and I also have a minion for this top corner, try and help a little bit with percentage if nothing else, but that is the plan, guys. Let's hope it works. If you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss out. Also, if you do want to suggest some strategies, make sure to drop them down in the comments section. But let's go ahead and get into this, guys. I'm not sure that I need the poison spell, but you never quite know what's going to come out. Depending on what it is, I might have to poison it to get my E-Drags through a little bit quicker. Plus, if there's any air skellies, you just need to get them down quickly. So I've decided to take the poison. 3 freeze spells should be enough, and all of the rest will be rage spells for the E-Drags. This is a massive attack, guys. WHF are obviously a huge clan. 2 loons for that mortar. I think we need to just get into this, guys. We've got everything. I would love to have my heroes maximum level. That would really help out, but let's go ahead and let's dive into it. So we are in no time like the present. Let's go ahead and use 2 loons here, followed by the baby dragon. That will set the funnel there. Let's do the same on this side. Loon, baby dragon, just start that process. We did get that mortar, which is good. Let's go with the king here. Wizard to help out. Everything looking nice. As soon as the king starts to walk up in that direction, we will put the queen in as well. Baby dragon over on that side did a wonderful job, guys, and it's doing a great job on this side as well. Let's start now with a couple of loons to test, followed by the E-Drags, the Grand Warden on air, and we should be good. Let's go ahead and rage early on here. King and his ability will be used any moment. Queen needs to go up for that air defense. She didn't. Oh no, why did the queen not go up there? That is awful. Definitely not what we need. Let's freeze this. Let's go ahead and use the Warden's ability to get through. Let's get the slammer into this area now. Let's freeze again. Queen battering against a wall. Not what we need. Let's use the Earthquake probably up in this area. Let's use another Rage for the E-Drags. Let's use that ability. Still have a final Rage for the E-Drags as we come through. Queen has done okay here. Rage, the E-Drags are not going to be very good towards this final air defense. Let's see. They've taken it down, guys. They have taken it down. We could still get this done as long as we rage correctly. We've raged the loons and potentially that's not what we needed. No, we got the multi, but it's the E-Drags we needed to rage. Plenty of time left. That rage is probably going to be wasted, to be honest. I really wish I had saved that rage. We could have got this done. We need to freeze the air defense and these arch towers as the E-Drags come through. That rage was needed. We would have got the 3. No, the black bomb goes off, but fortunately we are going to get one final chain from that E-Drag moving through. 1 minute left, just a couple of E-Drags. We really need that chain value right now as we come through. Final E-Drag, we're going to have to freeze here. The freeze is early as well. It's 90%. They are not going to get it done. Had we have had the rage spell, we would have got it, guys. Look at that. We're going to swag the poison as well. We really need the rage spell. The Grand Warden is not helping us out here. 95%. It is going to be 96. The Grand Warden. Oh, no. No. We used the rage when we shouldn't have. We used the freeze early. We didn't need the poison. Oh, that was so easily could have been a triple, guys. I can't believe it. It is not meant to be. Too many errors. The Queen not walking up to that air defense did not help out. I cannot believe it. The base identification I feel was perfect here. E-Drags should have got it done. Let's see if we had have saved that rage. Could we have got this, guys? Could we have got this done? Grand Warden's ability. Maybe we could have saved that, but we didn't lose a lot from the E-Drags. Yeah, I think that rage wasn't needed. I couldn't see the help of the, I couldn't see the health. But had we have saved the rage, had we have used the rage now, look, for the E-Drags to chain, they would have got that done. They would have got it, guys. I can't believe it. Not quite enough, but 96%. Can't grumble at that. Unfortunate indeed. But let's move across to their multiplayer attacks. Okay guys, we need to shrug off that war attack. It is time for the subscriber submitted attacks. Firstly, we have SKR. Now his comment and suggestion got 5 likes. Be sure to like other people's suggestions because it makes it so much easier to see the attacks that you guys want me to use. So he said, why don't you try 2 golems, 6 witches, 5 healers, 4 peckers and the rest bowlers. Unfortunately, that doesn't actually fit into the army composition, so I've made it as best as I can. Do have that 4th pecker in the clan castle. I do have the same spells that he suggested as well. And let's get into this one, guys. The next one that we will do, James suggested that he wants to see some bats. Either the drag bat or the bat slap, but with the electron. So that is interesting. I think we have the witches in this attack. Why don't we try the drag bat for the next one? Especially because we do have the season challenge of using the dragons. So why don't we do a drag bat attack for James? I think we just cook up a whole host of dragons. That's exactly what you want. Couple of loons in order to test. How many is that, guys? Wow, we actually get quite a few. We can delete a lot of them. Let's go with 12. Keep the loons in there. We can potentially use them alongside it, snipe off some buildings. We want a big group of bats. Let's go with 6, followed by a freeze, and that gives us 2 rage spells. We also can use some freeze spells in... Actually, no, we need a clone spell. He wanted an electron, so why don't we take a clone, a rage, then we can take some freeze in the CC troops as well. So let's get into this first attack using that crazy army. Now, with regards to the war attack, I do think that had I have saved the rage spell, had I have known that that E-Drag was on such low health, I would have saved it, and I think we would have got it done. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, but let's see what we can do here with this pretty crazy army. Let me know as well what attacks you want me to use. So honestly, I don't even like using the golems anymore. I think that the P.E.K.K.A.s are so much better if you are going to use them as a tank. So really, this composition is not ideal. Let's just throw that out there. It's not ideal. Right, we have a single Inferno at the top. Definitely not good for them heavy troops. This type of base is not ideal. The Wrecker could potentially get to the town hall, but the troops are easily going to walk here, aren't they, guys? I think if we send the P.E.K.K.A.s along this area, potentially like one up there in order to create the funnel, try and send the rest of the troops through here, King, Queen and Warden to take out the enemy troops. I think that will definitely be the best. So let's send a P.E.K.K.A. there. Actually, I'm going to send two P.E.K.K.A.s. I'm going to be quite deadly with that. I'm going to send them all in. Let's now go with the King, followed by, should have probably put the Golems in there as well, the Witches, the Wrecker, another P.E.K.K.A., Healers, the Queen, the Grand Warden. Let's get everything in. Let's go with the Poison. Let's go with a Rage spell. I'm actually going to go a Heal spell relatively soon here as well, pressing the King's ability. I'm also going to pop the Grand Warden's ability relatively soon, try and protect the Wrecker through to the center of the base. That is definitely something we need. Spreading the Rage spells here as well. We've got Witches in the middle with a Jump spell to come out the other side of the base as well. Just about to get that Town Hall and the 50%. Well, we're nowhere near the 50%, should we say. Where is my Queen? Queen is down the bottom. Let's rage. What should we rage? Probably this whole area here. Can we get some minions in to snipe? I think a minion there is good. An archer over this side. We are just about to get the 2-star. Definitely wasn't expecting the 3 with this army. And I think that's around about as good as we could have done, guys. I really don't think we would have got too much better than that. Let me know, though, if you would have changed anything. The Queen continuing to finish off here. Looks like we're going to end up with around about 65% 2-star. Depending on if we can get this Archer Tower, we might even get closer to 70%, which we will. I think trying to avoid the single definitely couldn't have got too much better than that. The Queen steps out of range of the Expo. She is going to continue to smash through this area. That one little archer helping out. It is going to be around about a 75% 2-star. Again, the subscriber submitted attacks. They're not meant to be super strategic. These episodes are meant to be a little bit of fun. 76%. We will come back when we have the Dragbat, and then we also have one other attack which I am going to bring you. Okay guys, we are back later on in the day, but we are ready to go with the Dragbat style attack with the Electron. I'm intrigued to see how this is going to work, and we have to announce the 3rd subscriber that was chosen to have his attack used, and it was Walter, who suggests the Go Wipe. It has to be done, and Walter, I agree. I think we cook up a Go Wipe style attack, and let's just see whether we can get this done. So I think, I don't know, like 2 P.E.K.K.A.s is enough to create the funnel, maybe 12 wizards, and really you're just creating the funnel, giving yourself a little bit of tankage to then get the P.E.K.K.A.s into the base. But the good old-fashioned Go Wipe doesn't really give you much potential for the 3. I think we maximize on P.E.K.K.A.s. Would be good to take a couple of healers, I feel. I know that's not traditional, but I think let's maybe send some healers in there as well. I guess let's maybe take another wizard. 13 wizards, not necessarily good luck, guys. 1 jump, we'll use the Wall Wrecker. Let's maybe go with 3 rage spells, a poison, a freeze, and let's go with an earthquake as well. I guess, yeah, let's just go with that. We're not really going to need a heal spell. Bats obviously doesn't then mean that it's a Go Wipe style attack, but let's just see what happens, guys. I'm not sure that the Go Wipe is going to be the best army in Legends League, but that's what you guys wanted. Let's see if the Dragbat can get us a 3-star. The Electron, though, I mean, this is, I don't know. We need to remember to switch that Warden to air as well, so let's do that straight away before we forget. pop him on air. So we do have some single infernos, not ideal here, but we could probably get the slammer straight into this bottom inferno. Guess there is the air sweeper there as well. Could we get, I mean, bats? The bat bomb could be good in that area. Look, there's only really this wizard tower which we could take out. Could easily take out some of these wizards, bring the dragons into this area. Potentially, yeah, bat bomb, then slammer this. Yeah, that's what we're going to do, guys. That is what we're going to do. So let's put a wizard here, not a wizard, a balloon, sorry, onto each of them wizard towers. Should pretty much get that done. Didn't quite get that one or that one. So let's just put another balloon in to get the job done on both of them. And that should get it done. Boom. Both of them down. Then we're going to use... let's go with the king down here to create the funnel. Where could we use the queen? I guess the queen could be used at the top, but the king's going to definitely be good at the bottom there. King at the bottom, just going to wait until he gets that little bit more. Then we'll use that ability, just because I don't want him to get stuck in this area. We can then use the bats down there as well. All of the bats should be pretty good, followed by the Grand Warden in this area. Then we have the Electron, which I'm going to use up by the Town Hall. I think that is going to be best. Look at the bats coming straight through this area. That is fantastic. I'm going to rage this area. The wizard tower is definitely good. Let's go with the queen. Now let's go with the slammer, and we can use the Electron in this area. Let's just get the clone spell down and ready to go. Let's use the Grand Warden's ability any moment. Let's use that with the freeze over there by the Town Hall, hoping to take that area out pretty quickly, but it's not going to happen. Could have potentially done better with that. Let's freeze this area again, the Town Hall and the air defense. Not too bad here. Could have potentially used the Grand Warden's ability a little bit better, but for just a made-up army, we might even get this done. Keeping a close eye on the queen here. Going to have to press that ability to help her through. Can this dragon get the air defense? It does. It's looking promising, guys. We've only got the Grand Warden's altar, who is going to survive here. That dragon is low health. That dragon is low health. The queen is low health. Oh, so close. Very close, but it is going to be an 89%. Maybe the 90 if the Grand Warden can get this done, which he will. 90% 2-star. So, as of yet, no subscriber has submitted an army that has given us the 3 stars. 91% is the best. Using the Dragbat, that turned out better than expected, guys. It definitely did. But we have one final attack. It is by Walter, who suggested the goal wipe. I'm not sure about this, guys, but let's come back when we are ready to go. Here we are, guys. We are ready. The goal wipe. I don't know what else to say. I'm not overly confident, let's just put it that way. We have a whole variety of spells. I don't know. Let's just see what happens. Let's see if goal wipe can still be a contender within the current meta. There's only one way to find out. Thank you for the suggestion, and again, let me know your suggestions down below. What kind of base is this? We have single target infernos on either side. Definitely not what we want. Multi at the top, but also notice how kind of wants us to come in from that side. I think if we get the eagle down early on here, we could actually send a couple of P.E.K.K.A.s either side to create the funnel just a little bit, try and force the main pack through, and as long as we got the wrecker to that middle area, we could probably jump to the town hall, potentially. So honestly, I don't know what to do here. Let's just see what we've got. Let's go golems, followed by a bunch of wizards, P.E.K.K.A. either side, P.E.K.K.A. and P.E.K.K.A. there. Let's go with the wrecker. Another one. Let's go with the king down one side with the queen, the healers, and everything coming through the center. Let's get a rage in early on here, as we have a poison onto them clan castle troops. Could have potentially froze the eagle there, but I'm going to save that for a little bit further on in the raid. Let's rage the king through. Let's use another rage here just to help everything through this middle area. Not going too bad. We're already at almost 50%. The wall wrecker continues to come through this area. Let's go with a wizard here just to try and help. Wall wrecker, let's put a jump here to try and help. Let's put the rage in, followed followed by the freeze to try and get that area down. Let's get a rage over here onto the Peckers. We should get the town hall. As we do, let's use in an earthquake up to that top area. Let's use the Grand Warden's ability before everything splits. Unfortunately, I thought I had the queen within that ability, but it wasn't. She walked around the side. Pekka here getting fried, didn't quite get out of range, and coming down to the end of it. Go wipe. Not too bad, guys, not too bad. 75%, and we're not done yet. I guess as long as we're not completely failing the attacks. Again, I'm not taking this Legend League push seriously. Maybe once I get a maxed base, I have maxed heroes, I might give it a try. But right now is not the right time for me, so we can enjoy some fun. You guys can request some attacks. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. Bit of variety in terms of this Let's Play with the Clan War League attack. Gutted not to have got that done, and then a whole host of different strategies. Let me know down in the comments as this archer finishes off. Take the time right now to go down to the comments and write your strategy. Have a quick look. If anybody else has some strategies that you guys think would be good for me to use, be sure to leave a like on that comment. Be sure to leave a like on the video. I don't really feel like sitting and watching this archer just pick away at the gold storage, even though I am getting some free loot. What can I say? Guys, I'm going to cut off the video here, but be sure to turn on that notification bell for more. Be sure to watch this video here if you want to see me attack with my own army, the Queen Charge Hogs. That will definitely be enjoyable for you, so go ahead and watch that one. But that is going to wrap it up for this one. Until next time, peace out.